Well folks, welcome back to the workshop to another Bosch power tool repair video. This one here is the Bosch 18V cordless grinder, or 20V if you're in the States. This is the GWS 18V-10 PSC, the Bluetooth fancy model with the controls on top. The one you want though, that has the takes the standard disc and not the quick release push on one. The one you don't want that you can't get any blades for. This one here, the customer says he's left it in because it's running, it's just not cutting anything. So I'll have to switch her on to see what he means by this. Alright. Nothing serious. Well, we hope. Working. The motor's running, that's the main thing. The expensive bit's still good. It's just not connected to anything up here. Sort of a standard one with modern 4.5-inch grinders, or any grinder for that matter. Doesn't matter if it's Bosch, Makita, Hikoki, whatever. The motor unit, the motor's down here and then connected onto a gear up on this side to drive a crown gear to spin your disc. It used to be the armature, the motor was attached to that first gear with a wee keyway that slid in together so it couldn't actually slip. Then maybe a bolt or a clip put onto it to hold it in place. Now they've just done away with that there. Normal threaded end with a nut on top has enough pressure to keep the gear attached for most parts. Generally it's not a problem, but the very odd time, especially on a new machine, which I think this basically is 2022, but I don't think it's done an awful lot of work. When they're fairly fresh and you're using it, if it's getting too much work or something, it can actually back that nut off. To be honest, if they get a bad kick whenever using it, it's sometimes a little bit better for them because it tightens that nut up a little bit more. But sometimes, just when they're fresh, they can actually back off the odd time. Probably you'll never see it if you're just buying one, but repair shops will probably see it occasionally. And I think that's all that's wrong here. If it happens to you, it's a fairly quick and easy repair. For this Bosch one, first remove this wee change lever, quick release lever for your guard. One screw pops that off, and take off the head. Yep, that's all it is. That's the nut on top of the spindle connected to your brushless motor. Your gear is just spinning free, not connected to anything. So the nut's still there, it's just backed off. So it's not getting the clamping force on this here armature. Right, a quick and easy fix. But we have to take the motor out to put it on correctly again. I've actually never been on one of these before either. Looks to be a nice motor. Built a little bit like a die grinder. So separate head, spindle and fan assembly up in here. Well, built a lot like some of the other Bosch grinders, even the older DC motor ones were built sort of the same way. The heads were completely separate. The motor units were separate as well. So this is all one piece. Clamping that. To tighten it up, it's going to be a bit of crack. See, this is what you get for fancy designs. To lock this somehow now in order to turn that spindle. Normally, many other brand, you're just pulling out the whole armature motor assembly, and you can actually grab the armature, tighten the nut. That's all the force you need. This, you've only got a plastic fan, and it ain't strong enough to hold this in place. If I hold it too tight, it's just slipping on this here spindle. So I'll have to get something rigged here to hold this and turn this nut. Heel bar. All I need is something flat to grab that. Not the best it fits, but it might do the job, and it should be hard enough for it as well. Cushion the vise here because this ain't in the workshop, this is out of the shop. Don't want to damage it. I'm going to take this out first and put Loctite on it. I think it's a good job too because that feels a bit crunchy. There's actually an oil seal down inside there too. Don't see it in too many of the modern grinders. Gear shouldn't be damaged anyway, as long as that didn't wear out the middle. That still looks okay. That's fine. This is the main thing we need to check. There's the problem there, look. Did just chew up the threads a little bit. So I would say that got damaged and put on or something. Luckily it didn't cross the threads. They're not in the best of nick, but they haven't been stripped out. And see, all that's happened there is that they put the nut on wrong. There's a bit of debris stuck in it. But it chewed up the thread a wee bit. Because it was chewed up, there was more resistance going on. So these would have been torqued onto a set amount. The torque would have been the wrong reading because this here was given resistance as well. Instead of being torqued down tight, it was just torqued down against the damage in the thread. So not tight enough, in other words. Yeah. See, it's the nut. Replace the nut just to make sure this doesn't happen again. Right, that was a lot harder than I thought. Thought I would just quickly get a new nut, stick it on. But it turns out this is actually an M7 thread, not an M6. Most grinders are an M6, but this and a few of the other Bosch ones, well, quite a few of them, but none of them I would have here in stock ever, are actually an M7. So I had to do quite a bit of digging to find one of these here blooming things. So I've just been spending the last half an hour going through box after box after box, trying to find one of them. See, as I'm at it now, I might as well do it right. So I'll put on what I actually took it apart to do, just to put on the Loctite. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. That should do the job. Lock it in nice and permanently. I think I might actually order on a few of these M7 nuts as well, just to be on the safe side, because I don't know when I'm going to need one of them again. I'd rather be looking at it than looking for it, especially when it takes that long to find it. And I wonder if I should just order on that spindle as well, just in case this ever happens again. But anyway, Whatever happens to you, an old flat bit of steel is going to do. The harder the better. Anything that's just going to fit in there, even a big massive screwdriver, will do the same job. Just need to lock this in order to tighten that nut. And that should all I should need to do to this thing. This side over here is a little spring for the guard. Keep that hole blank for now. Doesn't need any grease, but just make sure. The shims in this as well. So you have to line up the shims to get these screws on. Drop this lever on, the spring sits up on here, so the wee slot in it, that sits down in there first, just drop on this side then put your screw in. It can be sometimes hard to put it on with the screw still on the bar. And that should be her. One Bosch grinder running and should now be cutting as well. Whatever happens to you, that's how you sort it out. Just reattach that nut and don't lose it, because it's an M7 and it's not exactly very common. M7 nuts, the only other place I know that uses M7 nuts or machines as Vespa scooters. Very few places actually, very few things actually use an M7 nut and bolt. Anyway, that should be her. Doesn't sound great, to be honest. Nearly sounds geary. That's turning smoothly. She is right. Just doesn't sound great. Anyway, that's her. That'll get them cutting again. Keep them happy. Anyway, folks, that's it. Only a wee short one today. Hope you're enjoying the videos, folks, as always. If you're liking them, make sure to give us a wee like and a follow down below. But till next time, I'll chat to you later.